Alright. Okay. Okay. What's up, people? It's your boy Dark. We here, we alive. I'm starting later than I want to, and I'm surprisingly have a Monday off for once. Well, I did intend to start this about an hour and a half ago, but between my computer being a dick and I literally just had to take a shit, it is what it is. But anyway, we are going to work on the prologue for the Ordeal Call, so Act 3 of Fate Ghost Story. I don't know how far we're gonna get, but I'll dedicate at least 2 hours to this for today, and we'll see how things go from there. So anyway, we're going to the Arctic Cycle. That's where we left off. I literally just started this shit. Okay, Nemo voice. It's been a while. We're approaching the Arctic Circle. Trexmidas predicts no danger today. That means we can relax and not worry about enemy interference, at least until we reach Chaldean base. Still, at least remain alert as we prepare for arrival. Still, at least, yes. So this is it, huh? Can't believe we're finally going back to Chaldean base. Chaldea. First, there's something I would like to say. This is a separate matter from Chaldeus, which we now know to be the foreign planet. My analysis of test subject E is complete. Would you like to hear my report, Commander Gordoff? Oh, right! We still had that issue to deal with, too! Frankly, I'm well past my limits for crazy revelations, but not hearing you certainly won't help matters! Very well. You may give your report. Go on with it, then. And I'll begin with the data I was able to analyze. I can now confirm that the mysterious laboratory our field agents Dark, Mash, and Kodak infiltrated was in fact a research facility that also exists in our world. As many know, there is a facility in Nevada's Area 51 dedicated to clandestine studies of UFOs and extraterrestrials. While our field agents were not able to verify the exact equipment used at the facility during their visit, Tregsmetus 2 was able to use data Mash's Ortanix recorded to confirm that the facility was 99% matched for Area 51. This means Subject E was being kept at the facility from proper human history. Yeah, that tracks. That place might have been in the middle of a huge singularity, but it was still too out of place as a building. The burp there. Anyway. It makes sense that the singularity spawned from that operating room. Yeah, I agree. It also ties into our theory on who the master behind that singularity was. That is, the one who summoned a whole mess of servants. In the way I see it, that room was the only part of the singularity that belonged to proper human history. Or, at least, belonged to the celestial body that was as close to proper human history as it could possibly be. I might even go as far as to theorize that the facility itself was located in Caldeas, Nevada. You think that facility was inside Caldeas? Then, is that why the corridor looked like it was in outer space? Because we were actually traveling between planets? That's my guess, yeah. Displacement ragecraft is absolutely a thing. For example, let's say we have two Gordies here. Gordoff A and Gordoff B. Assuming they have the exact same composition and volume of data, displacement ragecraft would let us swap them out instantaneously, no matter how far apart they might be. And the reason for that is, of course, because they're completely indistinguishable to a third party. Only the Gordies being displaced would know they've been swapped. Heck, in some circumstances, even they might be none the wiser. When something supernatural occurs without having a noticeable impact on the world, that's when you know Magecraft has done its job real well. Indeed! This particular kind of Magecraft is theoretically possible, but it would be exponentially more difficult on a larger target. If memory serves, I believe I heard an old mage family unaffiliated with the clock tower was studying it. Also, please don't use me as an example from now on. The idea of waking up one day and having A or B applied to my name is the sort of thing that keeps me up at night. Displacement. Swapping out. Could that have been what bleached the Earth in an instance? You think Caldeus' surface and Earth's surface were swapped out? Caldeus is obviously much smaller than Earth, but since it's an exact copy of the Earth's soil, that does make it identical. Since Caldeus' volume of data and soul composition are the same as Earth's, their surfaces could well be swapped regardless of their difference in size. Honestly, I was always more puzzled by how Earth was bleached than how it looked after the fact. I mean, it's just not possible to instantaneously destroy the entire civilization on the planet's surface without harming the planet itself. You're saying they just swapped the planet's surface out for one that was already bleached? So you're saying if they were just swapping the planet's surface out for one that was already bleached, that would be a different story? Right. That would also mean that our world, the original Earth, is still safe and sound on Caldeus. So if we can restore Caldeus' and Earth's relationship to the way it was, then your future will continue on the path it was meant to. So everything can go back to the way it was, huh? Human history can pick up right where it left off in 2019 when the Earth was wiped clean. But hang on. Caldeus is supposedly supposed to be simulating Earth 100 years from now. And that would mean the lab we saw from 2119. But then everything about that lab, including the technology, seemed to be identical to what we expected to see in 2019. So you're saying it looks too old to be from 2119, right? I found that strange as well. I determined rather quickly that it was on Chaldeus, but it certainly didn't look anything like cutting-edge technology from 2119. And yet, the data we have on Test Subject E clearly shows that it died a few days ago. Since the place it occupied was on Chaldea, that would mean it died in the year 2119. But the level of technology in that lab is the same as that of 2119. I was, for a time, concerned that I would not be able to explain this discrepancy. Maybe they just weren't able to update the equipment for some reason? Precisely! Difficult as it might be to believe, because one wonders why something so ridiculous could happen. That is indeed what did happen. Given the gap of 100 years, the only sensible explanation is that the equipment cannot be updated.
Huh? Is that even possible?
Most likely. This is owed to excruciating circumstances of some kind. For example, they may have had a budget or personal shortfalls. In proper human history, Area 51's secret facility was shut down around 2001, and their research budget was drastically reduced. So the most likely explanation is that the same facility on Chaldeus ran into the same kind of trouble. Well, that's definitely one possibility. Securing an adequate budget is one of the biggest and most important issues facing research efforts. But there's one big difference between the lab on Earth and the one on Chaldeus. Test Subject E. The fact that an alien life form existed in a lab on Chaldeus means Chaldeus' version of Earth must have achieved something proper human history hasn't. In which case, I expect there to be plenty of funds made available for this lab in the national budget. Which means there must have been some other sort of trouble.
Oh, shit.
That need not deter us at the moment. Let's move on. The corpse you found in the operating room had the exact same biological composition as us.
Oh, shit. Well, that's something, huh?
Despite this, Transmutus 2 did not recognize that corpse as a human from Earth. No. It is not that it did not, it could not. Even with the same data values, there's something different about it. And because of that error in logic, Transmutus 2 was unable to come to a final conclusion on Test Subject E. Instead, it just got stuck on the phase wherein it labeled the object as human. So once I set that conclusion aside and focused exclusively on analyzing the situation, a great deal of information became clear very quickly. Data point 1. Test Subject E is a human from the version of Earth in Chaldeus. Data point 2. If the bleach Earth phenomenon is actually Chaldeus' surface, then Chaldeus' humans have all died out. Data point 3. The equipment used in the lab on Chaldeus' Earth were antiques. And all the technology developed between 2019 and 2119 is no longer functional. This can be assumed from the remains of the building still extant on bleached Earth.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Any machinery that could operate on such a world would have had to have been at least 100 years old. A simple combustion engine like those used in motorcycles would also likely still function. So, those are the facts I was able to ascertain from Test Subject E. If we take those into consideration, then when asking why Test Subject E became a master, why they summoned so many servants, and why they spawned such a huge singularity, everything points to revenge. The Chaldeus' Earth was bleached. We may not know what happened, but we can figure out why. Chaldeus' Earth was bleached so its surface could be swapped out with our Earth's. Test Subject E knew that. That's why they gave their servants those urges. They wanted to take revenge on proper human history for destroying their world. Test Subject E was aware that they were the last member of Chaldeus' humankind. That made them the sole representative of all of Chaldeus' human life. In fact, that's the only explanation for how they were able to summon that many servants. Otherwise, there's just no way one person could possibly summon so many. It must have been the collective will of every human who died on Chaldeus that made summoning servants in such numbers possible. That also explains why they had so many command spells. They must have been all the collective command spells from every human on Chaldeus with master potential. And that would mean that corpse was a nameless, regular person who found themselves responsible for the future of all mankind. Just like you, Dark. But that would mean... If you're seeing this file, then you must have also acquired information on Test Subject E. While it should be your job to analyze it and determine what it was, I've decided to be generous and make things a little easier for you. Test Subject E is not a terrestrial being. It is the remains of a being humanity sealed away, probed and experimented on in that facility for over 100 years. I believe its cries of agony as it lay dying are what drew the fallen god, its compatriot, here.
Wait. Just hold on a damn minute! I do feel bad for what happened to Chaldeus' Earth, but there was nothing we could have done about it!
Ha! Hey, what's up, Goblin? Grabs? I'm not that old. Well, kind of. How you doing?
We have nothing to feel actually guilty for there! More importantly, though, I'd like to get the timeline straight! According to the report I read, when Dark first came to Chaldea in 2017, Chaldeus was already at the point where the future of humankind cannot be observed. So is this when Chaldeus was first bleached?
No, it wasn't. The light of civilization had died out here, and died out here and there because of Singularity F. But other than that, Chaldeus' surface was the same as Earth's. Not too bad. Decided to do Ordeal Call prologue here. Finally. Because apparently we're getting the first one soon. It was Sheba that said it couldn't preserve human history or observe it beyond 2018. We could all vouch for that. And honestly, given what happened to with the incineration of humanity and the bleached Earth phenomenon, it would make sense that Sheba came to that conclusion. So Chaldeus must have been bleached sometime after the incineration of humanity was restored. Resolved. Though, that would also mean Chaldeus was deceiving us in 2019, back when we were undergoing special processing.
So Chaldeus was operating normally until the Raveship experiment in 2017. Or, I suppose, it had yet to reveal its true villainous nature. Which would mean it didn't foresee Solomon's incineration of humanity.
Oh no, this is Act 3. It's Act 3. The Lost Belts are Act 2. This is Act 3 in the main story. This is like the shit you gotta deal with after you've done all the Lost Belts, and you're figuring out why the Earth was bleached to begin with. And the shit you have to do in order to get the Earth unbleached.
In fact, if it hadn't been for that, this plan would probably have been put into action at the end of 2018. It's certainly safe to say that Solomon, well, Goda's machinations threw off Malsbury's schedule.
What's up, Jaltir?
So perhaps, if not for Singularity F, the services of Chaldeus and Earth would have sought places sooner.
Well, all the Lost Belt bullshit and such. I don't know if we're still done with gods because, you know, there's a lot of Pantheons, but you're done with the Lost Belts and the Cryptors and shit. God damn it. Oh, good point. The explosion in the command room definitely wasn't part of Dr. Malsbury's plan. So what happened afterward is another part of what led to our present very strange circumstances. Something must have gone awry when Leve dropped Olga Marie into Chaldeus. I would say it depends on your provider. I mean, weren't we supposed to find this outer god? Outer god and B7 are the same thing. So Olga Marie is the outer god. Goblin. I thought you were here for that when I was doing Lost Belt 7. And I never did before. I would Jaltir, it really depends on your provider. Cause some of them have a set date, some of them have it where you can choose. I have Cricket and it lets me choose it. But like I said, it really just depends on the provider. I have no fucking idea. I never had an iPad, so no. I would not know. This is all the information I could tell you about test subject E. Fortunately, this analysis has revealed at least 80% of Chaldeus' intended purpose. 80%, huh? We now know that it always meant to swap its Earth, that is, its human history, for ours. And that it was the intention of Chaldeus' creator, former director of Chaldea, Malsbury Atmosphere, that this happened. Of course, this leads us to the next problem we need to consider. Why would he do such a thing? Yeah, who would possibly benefit from bleaching the damn Earth? I completely agree. Neither I nor Tragsminus 2 were able to achieve an answer to this query. Pardon my fish memory. Come on, man. We had the whole moments where the fucking T-Rex was flirting with Olga Marie, man. Come on. How could you forget that?
She's the most beautiful woman I've ever laid my eyes on, and I want her to marry me!
He went out like a Chad, though, man. Let's see, can you set up... Probably. Again, it really comes down to the semantics of your provider and stuff, but I don't see why you can't. Goda wanted to create undying life in a planet without death. Krichtari wanted to evolve all of humankind. David said he wanted to destroy Chaldeus to salvage humankind's representation. Wait, what? To salvage humankind's reputation, even if it meant destroying Earth along with it. The priest was there too. Yep, Kotomines. I may not agree with their reasons for doing what they did, but I can still understand them. No, I already did Lost Belt 7. This is Ordeal Call prologue. This is the start of Act 3. But bleaching all of Earth? That I cannot understand. I cannot see what the ultimate goal could be. Well, I know the official part 1 is coming out soon. Apparently, it's coming out this month. Apparently.
Maybe he was just fed up with... Oh, hold on. Maybe he was just fed up with humanity and wanted to cleanse Earth by getting rid of it?
Gordoff, you fucking idiot. He literally said that if he doesn't do this, all of sentient life in the galaxy, and potentially the universe, will despise humanity. Which is kind of stupid, but at the same time, it's weird. Yeah, Melsbury, yep. He had this is all his plan somehow. And David's solution was, I need to destroy the Earth so humanity doesn't become the symbol of bane to the galaxy. And I'm just like, I'd rather not blow up the planet, please. I like living. I don't care if aliens hate me now. I could probably kick them in their whatever equivalent of reproductive organs are. No. Malsbury wasn't that kind of person. He wasn't a nihilist or even a pessimist. He was a good mage who loved seeing humans prosper, and who wanted to push our collective knowledge even further. I bet. If he wasn't a genuinely good guy, King Solomon would have never answered his summons during the Fuyuku Holy Grail War. So it's safe to say Melsbury was definitely a good mage. The problem is, there's quite a few shades of good. Who cares the alien hates? Yeah, I don't know his reasons, but he's just like, if I don't do this, the rest of the galaxy are going to see humanity as less than dirt. And I'm like, okay, fuck them. That doesn't mean blow up the planet. That just means, okay, boys, we gotta get ready for the Covenant. Let's make Master Chief and also Doomslayer just to be safe. Whatever Malsbury's goal was, it must have been something extreme enough that we would never think of it, like David's. Yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, we're talking about a clock tower lord here. That's called cowardice. There's no telling how much his vision of prospering might have differed from ours. I'm disappointed in him. Why am I talking to a guy? Jaltir, do you forget that I stream on YouTube as well? And I have my chats fused together? I talk to 2 streams at once. I am in 2 places. I'm disappointed in him. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, David's thought process was definitely different because it's been established he basically got anal probed by aliens. So, I don't know what the fuck the aliens did to him, but they kind of messed with his brain. He became a fucking genius, but he also became weird as shit. Yeah, so right now, all we figured out is Caldeus' current condition and the fact that our Earth is safe. But we should find all the answers once we get to Antarctica. How much further, Nemo? Funny you should ask. We're actually just about to enter the Arctic Circle now. I'm not seeing any obstructions. We should reach Chaldean Basin. You spoke too soon! Uh-oh. Wall dead ahead! Full reverse! Hard to port! All hands, brace for impact! Ah shit, they put up the barrier as soon as we entered the area. The bastards! My brain's gonna explode. What the hell just happened, man? Sheba didn't even warn us! I detected no hostile signal or gravitational field! And yet, we're still being repelled! What kind of air pressure could possibly keep the storm porter away?
Damn it! I should have known it wouldn't be that simple! Is it the foreign god? No. Is it Caldeus itself? What's going on, Technical Advisor?
I don't know. There's nothing unusual going on in the attic at all. This barrier just sprung up on its own. No, it didn't. Everyone, I think this is a wall of humanity.
Explain.
Recognize this defense. It's the same force that powers Sir Galahad's noble phantasm, Lord Camelot. That means the preservation of humanity itself is protecting the Antarctic.
What?
I've done a lap around the Arctic, and that wall surrounds the entire region. We cannot get past it with the Storm Border's dimensional piercing drill, or the Shadow Border Serial Sail. I don't know why, but all our attempts are being repelled. Nothing works. I've never seen a wall like this before. Because it's entirely formless, we have no way to break through. Every special navigational technique we try fails. I have no idea how it works or why it's doing this.
Unbelievable! Our destination is right in front of us and we can't even get near it! Technical Advisor! Eltonam!
Eltonam? Whatever the hell ever you say that guy's name.
Isn't there anything we can do? Surely you must have analyzed it by now, right?
I'm sorry, but I'm completely bewildered too. What is this? Some kind of prank? Right? The thing pops up whenever we approach and disappears when we move away. It's completely denying us any way to get through, but it's also barely damaging the ship at all. I can't even figure out what's powering it. I think I prefer the storm walls. So even you two can't figure it out, huh? Well, if it's just like Lord Camelot, then of course this was going to happen. Now that all 7 lost belts are gone, of course this was going to happen. Now that the 7 lost belts are gone, Caldeus has become the foundation of human history. The celestial sphere is for the preservation of humanity. I might catch up in 2 weeks. Probably not if you're only in Lost Belt 4. Because you got a bit of story bulking. Especially in Lost Belt 6. Lost Belt 6 is a very long story, but it's very good. The wall isn't meant to keep Caldeus safe. It's a checkpoint intended to keep foreign elements out. The Antarctic is not what's keeping you out. Proper human history itself is rejecting you.
That bitch! After everything I've done for proper human history, it is now dumping me like a fucking ex-girlfriend. That bitch!
That voice. It's coming up from the deck. Oh, it's Romani. That's Roman Ackerman. Romani Ackerman. You bet, Grant. Like I said, man, Lost Belt's a fucking 6 itself. It's a lot of story. Lot of story. 5's pretty up there too, but 6, definitely. Marine, try to record what he's saying. Roger. Pointing at the camera is way now. Romani, but probably Goda in Romani's body. Probably. Not confirmed yet, but probably. This is the domain of proper human history. None of you can enter it as you are now. I'll admit, even I didn't foresee this outcome. Over the course of this war, you handled far too many things that simply did not exist in proper human history. Rulers, alter egos, avengers, all manners of servants that don't belong to the 7 classes. Now, after you've spent so much time abusing these classes that should not exist, proper human history regards you as foreign elements. That bitch! Until you correct this imbalance, you'll never be able to set foot near Caldeus. You cannot take those things. No, that's not right. You cannot take those servants with you into the time beyond 2019. Not with your current understanding. Dark, the gears within you no longer mesh. Why do these classes exist when, by right, they shouldn't? What place do these weapons have in human history? Once you understand and accept the answers to these questions, you will be foreign elements no longer. So you're telling me I need to reject everything that doesn't belong to the 7 main classes. Jesus Christ. Jaltir, you have to give up Jaltir in order to come back to the human race. Turn your ship around, Nova Chaldea. There are places where you can correct the imbalances and atone for the sins you unknowingly committed. He literally just said, in order to be accepted by proper human history, you need to give up rulers, alter egos, and avengers, and probably pretenders, and everything that doesn't belong to the 7 classes. So that means you need to give up on Jaltir. I refuse. You have to give up on Mommy Tiamat too. That makes me sad. What sins you commit? Apparently dealing with shit that is foreign. From how I'm interpreting this, apparently proper human history is being a jealous fucking girlfriend because they see me as flirting with things that they cannot provide me with, and so they're fucking kicking me out of the house until I get my shit in order. Apparently, this is how I'm interpreting this right now. That's why I'm like that, bitch. This is the duty you must fulfill now. Your Ordeal Call. How is that possible? I don't fucking know. Once you have settled 3 imbalances, then the celestial sphere will see the light of day. You are sure to face partings as you walk this path. Be certain you are prepared for this. Partings, yep, you're gonna have to give up Jaltir. And Mama Tiamat. And John. And a lot of other fucking things, and that's gonna make me mad. Texmidas 2 has arrived at a conclusion. It looks like that mysterious figure was telling the truth. The barrier around Antarctic is a kind of self-purification mechanism, and we are the reason it is being created. That fucking bitch! As much as it pains me to say this, it seems that humanity currently sees us as criminals. After everything I fucking have done for humanity, how dare it? How dare it? Apparently, we ourselves are the ones preventing us from setting foot in the pure land of Antarctica. I knew it. This wasn't an attack, it was an alarm. Extra classes aren't meant for humans to handle. Extra classes are typically too much for humans to handle. And given all the servants from extra classes we've been using, of course humanity would reject us. Fuck them! Fuck humanity, man! Come on! How many times have I saved it only for it to reject me? Fuck you! I should have let you burn with Goda's plan then. I guess we've done the equivalent of using weapons banned by international law, like they're going out of style. Well, we can't deny we're as guilty as Sorry, probably wasn't the best example I could have picked, man. It's okay, Montrere. I understand. Thank you. Well, it's not like I flirted with other planets. It's more like I played around with shit the Earth humanity didn't like. It's not the planet, it's the fucking concept of humanity that's rejecting me. It's like, I'm gonna play around with all these things, proper human history, so the counterforce after you. No! No, I don't think I'm quite at the threat of to humanity level. I'm just at the humanity rejects me level, which is why they're like, ew, go away, put up that fucking barrier. Instead of, I'm gonna call the fucking cops, and now the cops are gonna have at least fucking, M60s. Or Browning machine guns. Still, facts are facts. If Chaldeus was made with ill intentions, even secretly, then of course someone will have to be held to account for the demi-human experiments. I accept that, and will let my own deeds demonstrate the rightness or wrongness of my creation. Even if creating me was wrong, there are still many futures for us to choose from. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to receive the power to protect. Whatever you have to say about me, I'm certain that power isn't wrong, isn't evil. Damn straight it isn't.
Well said, Kirillite. But should anyone ever learn of this incident, it's clear you all face serious circumstances. Is there anything I can do for them? Anything to ensure those fools will be rewarded instead of punished?
Alright. It's true. Director Malsbury's Chaldea was evil. But it's equally true that what came from it was undeniably good. Alright, Goblin Slayer, you have fun. Good luck with Lost Belt 4. I know Juna Berserker is a motherfucking crit crazy person when you fight him. Seemed like every fucking shot he hit me was a crit. The accident that happened during 2017's Rayship experiment, along with everything that came afterwards, put an end to Director Malsbury's Chaldea forever. Not just physically, but in spirit too. The only remaining staff were a dozen or so employees, all unaware of Director Malsbury's intentions. And Romani Ackerman, who felt a strong responsibility to stop the incineration of humanity. I almost had to sneeze there. And that meant Chaldea became an entirely different organization than its founder intended. It became a place to preserve not one man's vision for the future, but a vision imagined by many different people. And that's never going to change. Not now, not ever. So I'm in my throat there. If there's something wrong with us, we'll just fix it with the same courage and wisdom that brought us to this far. That man said we have an imbalance, right? Then there must be points in time affected by this discrepancy. Some distortions similar to singularities. So we're gonna find them and prove our innocence, and then come back to the Antarctic. Hard to starboard, huh? As captain, I have no objections. Besides, I was just thinking we could stand to go back to some of the places we saw standing buildings and resupply.
Very well. As I said earlier, I never expected this to be quite so simple. Do as you see fit. I can stick around a little longer.
Speaking as an alchemist from the Atlas Institute, it hurts to hear that we're being treated like criminals because we've been relying on certain kinds of weapons. This would mean a third of this situation is my fault, correct? So I, of course, have no objections either. Traxmetus 2 and I will come to help you all on your expedition. Well, it looks like our goalposts have been moved a little bit further back than we were expecting. How are you feeling about all this, Dark? Of course I'm gonna keep going. Are you kidding me? We ain't gonna keep going around. We ain't gonna turn back with this shit. We gotta keep going. I gotta smack human history in the fucking face for rejecting me like a goddamn jail's girlfriend. Come on, man. Alright, let's start exploring the world. We can think of this as getting all of our ducks in a row before our showdown with Chaldeus. In fact, everything has worked out as desired, including the opportunity to resupply. That being said, we have no idea what we'll find out there. God damn it, fucking yawning. We'll have to deal with the imbalances we racked up over the course of our battles to date. And we'll have to face scrutiny of our mistakes from humanity itself. I hate to borrow that guy's wording, but I can't deny it's a fitting name for this mission. Operation Ordeal Call it is. Once we overcome these new trials, we can reach our final destination. And this is going to be the new opening, I think. Oh, no, it's the new... Okay, it's the trailer.
You've been tainted with things I do not like. Purify thyself.
Is that a fucking Star Quirk symbol? Who the fuck is that? Is that the dragon that came out recently? Also, Eternal Avenger. Is that Dante's? Is that what you're referencing? Okay. And I gotta start querying. Alright, so what the hell is this now? Just Ordeal Call, period. It's different. Let's see. Foo's here. I see. Good, you're all here. Thanks for coming on such short notice. I'd like to start by quoting what I said before. We'll have to deal with the imbalances we racked up over the course of our battles to date. And we'll have to face scrutiny for our mistakes from humanity itself. Once we overcome these new trials, that's where we'll be able to reach our final destination. Nice speech, right? Only problem is, our operations team haven't come up with an actual plan of action. But no more. That embarrassment ends today. That's right. I've called you here because we finally determined what to do to prove our innocence in order to enter the Antarctic. Allow me to show you the method we're going to use to correct these so-called imbalances we've racked up. We'll also cover where we're gonna start.
Oh, this is wonderful news! Just when I was beginning to resign myself to being cursed to blindly wander the bleach earth forever too! So, where do we begin? If this is a matter of imbalances, we must surely have a singularity to contend with. Of course, we dealt with 7 lost pelts. A singularity shouldn't be any trouble for us. Let's quickly patch it up and be on our way to the Antarctic, right, Doc?
But the paper moon isn't showing any abnormalities, though. Exactly. So as far as we can tell, there's no singularities for us to address. According to the guy that looked like Romani Ackerman, this is a problem for us to solve. Except, we're not seeing anything out of place anywhere on Earth right now. Obviously, we can't do much about a problem when we don't even know where it is. Correct. With no enemy, we have no target for our torpedoes. I feel like an orca who just had a whale disappear on it. What? Weird way to put that. We spent the past weeks searching for singularities. As you're all well aware, we haven't found any. With matters being as they are, we have neither a chart nor a compass to help us navigate the seas. It almost makes me wish we still had the Lost Belts. At least with those, we knew where we needed to go.
I suppose you're right. It hasn't been smooth sailing since so much as a lack of wind altogether. No wonder I've been gaining weight lately.
He's been gaining weight.
All right, what do we do then? If there are no abnormalities at the surface, does that mean we have to start searching the stratosphere?
Only as a last resort. The border isn't a spaceship, even though it fucking looks like one, so I'd rather not push it quite so hard. No, my big takeaway is that we're barking up the wrong tree. We shouldn't have been searching for problems to solve in the first place. We're not dealing with an enemy from outside this time. No, this time, it's us. If the preservation of humanity itself is keeping us from the Antarctic, the first thing we should do is... Well, Dark, what do you think? Comply with its dress code? Detox, comply with the dress code. Exactly. And to do that, we first need to know what kind of state we're in right now. So, on that note... Hey there, feels like it's been forever for my turn. I mean, feels like I've been waiting for my turn for ages now. So let's get to it. First, take a look at this. This is a new device Shion and I made together at Da Vinci's request. It's called the FOH board, short for Foundation of Humanity. Okay.
I see. The FOH board. So, what does it do exactly?
Exactly what his name suggests. We're trying to make things as easy to understand as possible. Unlike those kind of measures we've been taking up till now, the FOH board doesn't look at the foundation of humanity's value for all of humankind. Instead, it only looks at the value for the storm border itself. Would you like to tell them more, Scion? It's simple. Think of it like taking your baggage through customs to enter a foreign country. The value of the FOH board displays indicate. Oh, that's a grammar mistake there. Indicates Chaldea's current imbalance. That is, the shared imbalance of all of us here. Our current rank is E, which is as low as you can get. But according to Transmiss 2, once we restore our rank to A, we'll be able to pass through the wall of humanity surrounding the Atlantic. The Antarctic, yep.
Huh? So we're the lowest rank possible right now? Really?
Yeah. It's really quite something that we made it this far without realizing it. What do you think, Fu? Fu noises. Alright, so how exactly do we go about restoring our foundation of humanity value? There's no singularities out there, right? So do we just have to wait for it to go up on its own? Essentially, yeah. For the time being, there's nothing we can do. This is the best approach we have. Da Vinci and I discussed this as well, and we think it's significant that Romani Ackerman used the word call. Perhaps it does not mean something is calling us, but that we should be calling something ourselves. Once we consider matters from this perspective, our next course of action becomes clear. The FOH board, why do I want to say FOB? FOH board is not only meant for measuring our foundation, it also reveals it. We made it to warn us of anything which violates the rules, whether those things are outside or among us. Yes, the reference, anyway. And to act as a signal to call in Foundation repair trials like those that we've undertaken many times before. Call in trials? Now that you mention it, makes a lot of sense. Of course, you need to fix the imbalances in your own body yourself. Cat boy. Ah, you want the Ada Urameshi. Alright. I'll do the hydrate first, I guess. James, what's up? Alright. Ada Urameshi, let's see. I gotta get into the voice again. Alright, there we go. What'd you find over there?
Big spider.
Of course. Yeah, it's James! Yeah, for me, there you go. Nah. Then, you're Mishy. Forget I say that. Too late, it's on the internet. It's posted everywhere now. You're fucked. I'm kidding. The world isn't where the abnormality lies. It's us. Then we can finally... Yep. We sounded the Ordeal Call and finally stand at the precipice of our own trial. Oh? What type of mods? What is the scrutiny of humanity? What is it we need to do? Tregsmetus 2 answered those questions like this. Scrutiny is the absence of recognition. Do not be careless in your approach. Understand the meaning behind all things. Disclosure, supplementation, parting, trust, vows. Every time you find answers to those questions, an imbalance will be corrected. Of course, we have no idea what any of this means right now. Do not be careless in your approach. Understand the meaning behind all things, huh? It's okay, Dark. Don't worry about it for now. Remember, we don't have to look for these trials. They're going to come for us. Okay. All we can do now is prepare for them. Then when they show up, we'll give them everything we've got. Like Fallout, yeah, there you go. For your PC, it's burning. I'm kidding. Alright, here's our mission. Stormporter will continue investigating the Bleached Earth as we bolster our forces in preparation for the coming showdown. On which note, we can enhance servant classes directly. Wait, we have a new functionality now? Correct. We've been looking at this for a while now, in fact. Our personal foundation of humanity might be tanked right now. But with the 7 Lost Belts gone, the overall foundation of human history, has improved by leaps and bounds. This means we can now use human history itself as a source of information, giving us even more solid foundations with which to summon heroic spirits. Da Vinci and Scion have called this the class score. An enhanced class score doesn't just strengthen a single heroic spirit, but every spirit belonging to that class. So a general boost. Cool. Tregsmiss predicts that enhancing class scores will help us with the battles that lie ahead, and give us an ace up our sleeve in our ultimate confrontation against the foreign god. Professor, can you fill in on the Professor can fill you in on the details. Don't worry, it's nothing complicated. Alright, that's all from the ship. Everyone stay sharp and keep keep working hard. I know you'll come through. Okay. So we can generally increase classes now. Cool, cool. Now do I get to see the Bleached Earth? Because I think that's a map. Welcome to the Bleached Earth, bitch! I also got a medieval mod pack for Minecraft. You can enhance in signs. Okay. Storm Pod. Special free quests will require you to expand Storm Pods. You can collect Sands of Starlight to unlock scores. Okay. Once you clear Ordeal Call 0, you can claim 3 for each time you log in. Collect them instead of expanding upon them, but there's a limit to the number you can hold up to 9. If you reach the limit, they will be lost. Okay. We have score missions, and I got a shitload of them. Let's see, I get more star quirks. And I get a bunch of other cool shit. Okay. How about this? What the hell is this? Sands of Starlight. I'll collect all of this shit, thank you. Torch of Nova. What the fuck is that? Torch of the Morning Star. Cool. I got so much shit, it's insane. And I got my 3 out of 9. And I got these things. Oh, we schwit, and I got a friend request. Okay, well, I'll play around with that a little bit, I guess. Rhino Reed Man, sure, okay. Free quest. High difficulty, huh? Well, let's see what this is. So I'm fighting a rider and some unknown servant. Next, let me back up a little bit. And then this one's a high difficulty undersea tail thing. Let's see. I think a pretender would be nice for this one. Okay, so Hermit Crabs apply a powerful resistance against AoEs, and other enemies will hit me with powerful things, so do defense stuff. Okay, so in that case, let's see. I can remove these things now. Let's see, so if you're going to be a dick with AoE stuff, I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna have a healer, and then I'm gonna have motherfucking beast fucking 6, and then I'm gonna have I might actually use MASH for this. Maybe. Debating on it. Could put her in too. And I could put in the Dick Wizard as well. Could also put in Mama Elia here. Just gotta remind myself. She heals and applies guts, yes? She does. I could have her. I might put her in the back, though. We'll have the Dick Wizard. Then I'm going to have MASH in the back. Hamamo might not be bad either. I just gotta think about what I'm equipping these guys with. Hmm. There's a few good options, to be honest. That just for the hell of it. Now, as for you... Go with that one. I'm preparing for potential bullshit, but I think I'll be okay if I bring 2 healers along. Also, I should probably switch this out with, that one works for me. Alright, let's see how this super heavy damage shit is gonna be. I'm gonna try this out, and then I guess I'll go look at that, Could also look at that one thing. But I could also look at that, class evolve thing. Oh, merpeople! Eliminate the invaders! Oh, how dare you! Immortality to death, huh? Alright, let's see. Just gonna do all this stuff. And let's see. Up, you have on that. That's okay. Looks good to me. Oh yeah, why is that? Oh. Stellar Blade, huh? They're doing a Nike collab, huh? Oh, people into Gooners. Possibly, very possibly. Alright, if Merlin dies, I'm kind of fucked. Okay, good, he didn't die. Is that so? Alright, well, both of these people are almost dead. So I'm gonna use one of these now. I mean, Draco's fine. Draco's the one I'm counting on, really. But both my healers are almost fucking dead already. That's not a good start. No, this doesn't work out. Maybe I'll replace Merlin. The game's real difficulty, but it's sad. What, the story? Let's see, if Merlin doesn't work, what gaming became. Yeah, well. That's what happens when you have too many fucking activists. Censors everything. Yeah, that too. Again, too many fucking activists censoring shit. Wait, what the fuck? Why am I targeted into that one? Oh, whatever. Remove curses. You're just stuck there. That's great. Oh, cool. I could do it again. One hand, I'm like, yes, I want to do the thing. On the other hand, I'm like, Draco got 100% crit. Let's go. Oh yeah, again, it's the activists. That's what I'm saying. It's the goddamn activists. They want to ruin gaming. Because people, they're retarded. That's why. Oh no, it removed the buff. How dare they? Oh no! Female Merlin is dead! How dare they? Yeah, I can see the challenge with this. Of course they are, because these people are literally fucking want to ruin everything that we have. Mm-hmm. But no, this is how they are, Geltier. This is how a lot of these activists are. They don't like something, so instead of just not watching it, they need to ruin it for everyone else and twist it into something that they maybe like themselves, but probably won't in the long run anyway, because they're all fucking hypocrites. This is how the activist crowd is. They're literally fucking retarded. Oh, wait, what the hell? He freaking charged himself out immediately? Oh no, Merlin, damn it! How dare you with all your crits! How dare you! Well, the plan was nice, and honestly, but these people just keep doing the thing. Just keep blasting. Just keep blasting Draco's NP. I might need to revive, I'm not gonna lie, looking at this. Oh yeah, because they just, well, that's the thing, they like the attention. Some of them thrive off that shit. They say they hate people, but they really just want people to attach the, I pay attention to them just for all the wrong reasons. And Mash is dead. But that's okay. Erase their existence from my mind. That's one way to put it, I guess. Hit me, baby, one more, hit him. Hit him one more time. Like I said, I know how these people are. They just can't fucking help themselves. They need to ruin everything that we like because they don't like it. It's gonna get to the point where it's just like you can't have any nice things. In terms of what exactly? Excuse me, goddamn. That's because your sources are probably whack. He's been doing a lot of things recently. I know what he's doing. He just made a deal with China on trade. I haven't seen him in a while. That's because your sources probably ain't doing it right. Your sources aren't keeping track correctly. Oh, is that only the turn? I forgot. No, it's 3 turns. Okay, good. And he's just arranged for the last hostage that is American citizen held by the Hamas people to be released. He's done a lot this week. It's just that depending on who you're listening to, they ain't talking about him because he's doing so much shit they don't want to give him credit for. Because these people are assholes. Ceasefire, yeah, with India or Ukraine. Because there's a few of them. Yeah, they're talking about it. Alright, hit him with the thing. You better be dead. Yeah! Okay, one's dead. Yeah, they agreed to something with that. Supposedly they're gonna be... Well, initially, yeah, but now they're gonna be talking in Turkey. Well, initially they refused, but I think they agreed now, and they're going to be talking, like I said, they're going to be talking in Turkey. Istanbul, specifically. Okay, the AoE shit has been destroyed. Just end it. Well, I mean, that's what people want, but we'll see what happens. Alright. It was a bit turbulent, and my initial healers are dead. But we may or may not be able to pull this off without fucking, dying. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Feels foreign to me. Well, I mean, we were overdue for a war. We were really overdue for a major war. But technically, there has been a war going on for a long time, especially in Africa. It's just most people don't pay attention. But there have been wars raging like for a long time across the fucking world. During the modern age. It's just most people fucking ignore it. But yeah, we were due. We were overdue for a major war. We were definitely overdue for a major war. Alright, I'm gonna kill the shark man. Okay, on one hand, I'm like, I want to kill that guy. On the other hand, I'm like, okay. Alright. All that's left is Merman, and he may or may not fuck me over right now. Because all my other healers are gone. All that's left is Draco. Well, unfortunately, that's never going to happen because humans are too diverse. Way too diverse for that shit. That's why we got different cultures and stuff. Yep, there it is. Okay. Use the command spells. Why not? They revive daily now instead of every 3 days. Might as well! Do all the things and punch him in the dick. Get him, Draco. Now we're almost reaching the singularity point with AI technology. And of course the Chinese are playing God again with that bullshit. Well, I mean, the moon's probably a stepping stone, but Mars is like a bigger planet. Is that so? Well, you can only do so much with the moon because, you know, it's smaller. We're talking about permanent settlement type things. Took them a year. Only a year! Who cares, G6? No one cares. I mean, some people do. This is going to be annoying in terms of... Alright, well, at least Draco can spam the NP again. Oh, how dare you, you bitch! He fucking pulled a fast one there. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Now, I could do that, but 100% crit, let's go. Probably. But it also depends, too, on how GTA 6 is going to be as well. Because I'm hearing mixed things in terms of a lot of different things. But who knows? I think this guy's just naturally resistant to NPs. Again, you, how dare you? You bitch. No, fuck you. How dare you? He keeps doing that. He hits once and then he does the skill that spams an NP. How dare you? How dare you, Fishman? It would be good. How dare you, Fishman? How dare you? I knew this was going to happen. I should have brought Ash. Not that the healing idea was a bad thing, but still. If I knew that was going to happen, I would have brought Ash along. Because this Fishman gonna be annoying as sin, I can tell. If you're gonna do that every goddamn turn, I'm gonna be mad. I'm already fucking mad, actually. Fuck you. That sounds like a you thing. It sounds like your distribution problem. I don't know their exact ordeal in terms of order of operations. See, this bastard keeps doing that shit. And he does it again, you fuck it. Wow, that bitch. He just keeps spamming this NP like I'm spamming my NP, only he's doing it more, and I don't like him doing it. How dare you spam your NP when I'm also spamming my NP, you bitch. To think an opponent would be doing the same thing I do. How dare it. Makes me wonder what the hell happens when I break his bar. On one hand, I want to do this in case he spams his shit. On the other hand, yeah, nah. Just in case he spams his stupid fucking NP bullshit again. Remove all your buffs, sir! Just keep sending, just keep spamming. No, he didn't do it for once. Holy shit. I'm impressed. But now watch him do it like again. Am I only gonna look at your face? Yes, yes I am. Hot female Merlin. She's half succubus too, so it's guaranteed you're gonna have the best sex with her. See, he fucking did it, but at the end. Little bitch. Alright, you wanna pull that? We'll pull that. So we'll replace Merlin with... Why not? Mash. You're only good for one thing right now. And that is taking the blow for this attack. Eeny, meeny, miny, Avalon. Oh, my neck. That was a nice crack, though. Just keep blasting. He'll die eventually. He'll die eventually. Just keep blasting. As long as I got Draco, I'm okay. The entire team relies around Draco. Draco dies, I'm fucked. Alright, Mash is dead as planned. I'll save the other one for now. And then watch, I'm gonna do the one thing and I'm gonna be pissed. Yep, there it is. Who are you gonna hit? You're gonna hit... but you wiped out all my buffs, which makes me mad. Skill seal for you, cause fuck you. Hit him with all the things. Alright, let's see what happens when I break his bar. Watch him remove all my buffs. Some bullshit like that. This is a just in case. Or have him revive the help. That would also be annoying. Alright, Draco, hit him one last time before his bar breaks. Let's see what happens. Damn it, it didn't kill him. I was hoping that would have killed him. I mean, broke his bar. How dare he survive that? How dare he? Alright, now you'll fit fucking broken. Alright, what is this now? A bunch of attack buffs, and he removes buff with attacks now. That's great. Remove one buff with attacking. Decrease NP. Inflict NP seal. Fuck him. And he's got 1,000,000 damage. He's got 1,000,000 life now. God damn it. This is definitely an annoying fight. You got to build gift for mom. Was it her Mother's Day present? Yeah, I'm probably gonna be wrapping up soon. This battle's taking a lot longer than I intended. But also just because Fishman here doesn't want to die. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. That's nice of you, though. Stove cook thing crap. Yeah, well, you got something nice for your mom. So that's all that matters. Okay. I don't get it, but she wanted it. Eh, no, you don't have to get it. Don't worry about it. All you have to do is get it for her, that's all. On one hand, yeah, on the other hand, 100% crit, can't go wrong. Eh, it's all good. Like I said, she gets what she wants, it is what it is. And he did the thing, of course he did the thing. And there goes my buffs again. You know, we'll do a buster call this time. Yeah, have fun with that, Jaltir. Stop bullying Draco! Draco did nothing wrong. Alright, Draco, come on, do the thing. Just keep blasting, just keep blasting. Alright, he's about 60% dead. And there goes that again. And there goes her. Okay. And here comes the Dick Wizard again. On one hand, I could do an extra attack. On the other hand, Buster Call. Ow! Ow! Bitch! I know you gotta ignore invincibility, but you know what, I'm just gonna spam all the things because I think... Because I honestly think she's gonna die next. Oh man, if I knew that, I would have done that for you. Oh well, it's okay. Alright, Merlin, do the thing. I got Tamamo in the wings still, so at least we kind of still have a healer, but still. This fish man doesn't want to die! Ah, there goes Merlin, Lady Merlin. Alright, he's half dead, at least. I'll take that. Draco, go! Do the thing, Draco! Lady Merlin was a very heavy hand for this, though. God damn it. Keep spamming, Draco. Keep hitting, Draco. Keep smashing his shit, Draco. Come on, Draco. Of course you do that. Oh no! And he does it again! And I can't do the thing because my NP is sealed. How dare you? But it's okay, because Draco can still spam! Go, Draco, go! Come on, I'm probably gonna die without being able to do anything. It should be unfortunate. But at least Fishman's almost dead. I knew you were gonna hit her. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. On one hand, but on the other hand, you know what? Buster Call. Go, Draco, go! Almost dead, but he might just survive. I knew it. I knew he was gonna do that too. Alright, you know what? I boosted Draco for the entire time, but you know what? Let's see if we can kill you with the Dick Wizard. God, that was annoying. Very annoying. Kamamo was just there to basically die. Everyone else at least had a job. But okay, 34 fucking turns, but we did it. God damn, that was annoying, but I managed it. AoE bullshit. Had to revive once because shark people had no chill either, but it's okay. I don't even know what those things are for, but anyway. Oh, looks like we had a bunch of stuff around here, huh? Okay, let's see. Is it... Do they have it? Yes, they do. Okay, class score. Let's see. Okay, so extra classes are included in this. Let's see. I do use Saber a bit. Let's see. Oh, it requires materials as well, of course. Why the fuck would it not? You can find... You need them in order to unlock certain signs. Okay. Okay, so what's this? Art increase, Buster increase. Interesting, so they have it where if you use them with command spells too. Extra attack. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, what do you need? That looks good to me. That would be very good for some of the ones I use. you can have one of those. Yeah, we don't have enough for that. Barely got enough for that. Need so much proof of heroes and shit, too. Jesus Christ. There goes all my little phoenix down, the looking things. And you can unlock that. That unlocks Oni Heart. Sure, that looks good, too. Looks like we ran out of the Stardust stuff. Well, I unlocked my saber bits a lot. Let me see, Lancer, just to take a look at you as well. Figured I could unlock one of them. Alright. I spoiled the sabers a bit. Okay, so you can only unlock the major ones for now. I'm not surprised, though, but I can't say... I could say I'm a little disappointed. It also requires materials. But I can't say I'm surprised. Great Barrier Reef Egg. So you can look around the planet. Let's see. You got one in America, you got one in Atlantis, you got one over there off of, New Zealand? No, that ain't quite New Zealand. You got a few in... One looks like it's Germany, the other one looks like it's... Belarus? Residue of flesh blood. Frozen ground trial. Ordeal Call number 1, the Paper Moon. We're going to Egypt with that one. So the Paper Moon is a sin. Endless summer vacation. Oh no. It's interesting though. Alright, well I'll try this one, I guess. Don't know what I'm fighting, and to be honest, it's kind of crazy. Alright, let's see. Let's bring out some Assassianos. Who do I want? Semi, let's bring this bitch in. Draco will be in the back just in case. Because I don't know what the fuck else we're bringing out here. I don't think she'd be a bad call. And then you need to get replaced with... Looks good to me for at least the initial I don't know what the hell I'm fighting moment. We'll see how this goes. I got 2 AoEs and a single target reflect refrain just in case. And Draco's in the back in case I need Draco. I'm definitely going to overuse Draco. Let's see. Demons. Light of the Valkyrie, go! Of course, there are also casters in there. Overkill, go get him. Why was my instinct saying I should have probably brought a freaking, more alter egos? Why was my instincts telling me that? Alright, well, we're gonna do the thing. Go get him, McAleer. Good. Okay, next. Shark and Berserker, huh? Alright, do the thing, Semi, go! Alright, that ain't too bad. Ow. Oh yeah, right, Valkyria had her thing too. Go ahead, do it, Hilder. Get him. Alright, and... Go get him, Semi! Nice job, Sammy. Alright, who's last? What's up now? What do we got? Columbus! Of course it's a single. Alright, we're gonna replace you with you. On one hand, it would be nice to do that. Alright, get the boost up. I know Semi ain't gonna be able to do too well, but that's okay. She can slap things around. That's about half his health. Of course it was a crit. Well, he wouldn't have died even if that last one hit, I think. Get him! Draco, go! And Draco proves to be the best servant ever, continually. Oh, look at that. I get little, those things. Okay. Neat. Alright, so they basically limit it where you can only do 3 of these a day anyway, and I'm out of... And I am out of AP for now. Oh, look at that, I got a bunch of shit. Alright, yeah, I'll try to do the rest of these. They want me to get 6 in 2 days. I could do that. Probably. I think that one will be what I try next. 3 types of enemies. Alright. Well, this has been interesting. Definitely interesting. I still got some free quests to do on the one thing. That reminds me, I have to put all these in the storage. But alright, so that's going to be it for now. Like I said, today I have a weird schedule this week, so we got lucky in terms of being able to stream certain days. For tonight, after dinner, I think... we'll do Total War Warhammer, start a new campaign. Tomorrow I do work, but it's a little complicated. I can stream in the morning for Tuesday, so that day will be the day I plan on doing SWTOR. Wednesday, we'll do MS Saga and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream anything on Thursday. Just because I know there's a few things going on that I need to be available for. And yeah, so that's more or less how this week's going to be. I don't know how next week's going to be schedule-wise, so I can't make any promises, but we're trying to do at least the same rhythm pattern, if you would. But it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for coming by, at least saying hello. I do appreciate it. You have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn time zone you guys are in. And we'll see you all again next time, whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye, have a wonderful time. We'll see you later.